Welcome to Seattle College's international programs and our show Conversations With, where we talk to people that help you understand how you too can be an international student in the United States and why Seattle Colleges should be your first choice. We'll talk to students and staff and agents and government folks, all kinds of people about what you can expect when you're getting ready to apply or travel here, what you'll experience while you're with us, and how it can all lead to an amazing life. Don't forget to check out the Seattle College's International Programs website at intl.seattlecolleges.edu, where you can find a treasure trove of information about the school, the programs here, and best of all, fill out and submit your application. Again, that's intl.seattlecolleges.edu. Hey everybody, welcome back to Seattle College's Conversations With. We are here finally. It took us forever to get to North Seattle campus. Been doing them all at Central all quarter. So we're glad to be here. Want to introduce our next guest from the great country of China. Zhonghua. So yeah, welcome. Well, can you tell everybody who you are, where you're from, what you're studying, and maybe how long you've been here?
Okay, sure. Hi everyone, my name is Roger. I'm from China, Zhejiang province, and I'm from Hangzhou, which is kind of a famous city. I don't know, but I usually say like it's near Shanghai, stuff like that. Yeah, like I believe here like it's not so popular, but never mind. And now I'm 18 years old studying computer engineering.
Wow.
Yeah, it's my actually I just turned like second year.
Just started your second year.
Mm-hmm.
So that means your first quarter would have been last spring?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I know in China you take the Gaokao in the spring, don't you?
Actually, it's summer.
Summer.
Yeah.
Oh, so what did you do between the time that you graduated, took the Gaokao, and then came here for spring? What did you do at that downtime?
Like, actually, my situation is kind of, like, special.
Oh.
I didn't take the Gaokao. Like, that means I came here when I was, like, in second year of senior high school.
Oh, so did you come here for the high school completion program?
Yeah, also.
High School Completion Plus program. Woo! So you were, so let's talk about that. First of all, how did you hear about the high school completion program?
Actually, it's like, because there's like a period I'm like looking for American college crazily. And I just realized that like for Washington State, the state law is like kind of special.
Yes.
Like we can like come to community college under the age of 18,
Yep.
which is, I think, as far as I know, the only state in the US. So that's like, I have no choice. I have to come here. Yeah.
Did you know anything about Seattle before you came here?
Actually, no, but I heard something like, there's like some TV show called like Meet Seattle in Beijing, stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I just heard like, it's like a city's name. It's kind of like high tech, and that's all.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people that say they've seen it on TV saw it on Grey's Anatomy. Do you know this show? It's about a bunch of doctors in a hospital.
Nah. Oh, wait. I think I heard about it.
Yeah, so usually that's pretty popular, but interesting that you saw a different show. All right, well, so you heard about the program. You decided to apply. Were your parents at first nervous about it, or were they supportive?
It's like, because I'm from like public school in China.
Ah, okay.
So it's like our whole education system is like very, how to say, very complete. Like if you are in the public system, that means like I would say 99% of people would choose to finish it all, like at least finish Gaokao. And you know, so like in the beginning, like both my teacher and my parents are kind of like, they're not like that supportive because like my grade is pretty good back in my country. So it's like it might take risks because I think like in their like impression, community college is like, you know, those type of stuff like that, and they think it's not that like
legit.
Yeah. They won't be like proud of like, oh my son is like going to community college.
It's
like
like,
that.
what?
Yeah. But yeah, so actually like, so that means I have to do more things for myself. Like I have to search for school by myself. I have to like maybe finish IELTS, and I have to apply for a visa. I go to Shanghai by myself.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. So
Interesting. So parents out there, if you're listening to this show, thanks and welcome to the show. But that's really a great thing that you said that, because I think a lot of parents do think community college is not legitimate university education. It doesn't have the same name power as, say, Harvard or Yale, which is where parents want their kids to go. So yeah, it is legitimate. Do you find that the classes are challenging and that they're good?
Yeah, I would say like there's like it's different type of challenge. Like like for like standard tests, I think it's like kind of chill for me. But I would say like more about like teamwork or those physics lab, because we really actually lack the actual like building stuff, those and like skills of communication, stuff like that. I think we really lack that part, but it's like pretty amazing to find that I actually like I am not good at this part and I'm actually learning. So yeah, I think there's challenge, but it's like just different type. It's not like I'm not able to get like high grade in tests.
All right. Like so one thing you need to know is he's getting credit for university work, and after 2 years you'll transfer to UW, which is a nationally ranked research institution. And at the end, his bachelor's degree is going to say,
I'm from UW.
Yeah, he went to UW. So you can start at a community college, save a lot of money, still get a great education, and then transfer to the school that you want. Now, you have to keep your grades high. You have to apply. You're going to go to the Seattle campus, or you're going to go to
Seattle campus.
Yeah, so you'd have to apply to the Seattle campus, get accepted, and then transfer there. But yeah, community colleges are real, guys. And you can come here and get your university work started. How did you finally wear them down? How did you get them to where they were like, okay, we'll send you off to the United States?
It's like everything, it's like after everything is settled, like I actually got the visa, and I was like actually accepted by the college, and I actually told them like my goals, like I want to actually see the world first, and then because actually I skipped 1 year of like junior high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and when I decided to come here, actually I already like finished all the high school stuff. So I told them like the following year will be like doing like repeated standard test stuff for a year. And I would say it's like the most valuable year in my life.
Wow.
So, 17 to 18. So I just told them like I don't want to wait anymore. Yeah. And they were convinced. Yes, because everything is ready.
Yeah. Are you an only child, or do you have brothers and sisters?
I'm the only child.
Only child, okay. Have they been over to visit you?
Actually, no.
No?
Yeah, because like for my mom, because her position, she's like a professor, and
oh, she's a professor.
Yeah, so she have to get retired first and then come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but they have like tourist visa, so
sure, of course. Yeah.
So I think they'll be fine. Like a couple of years later.
Well, when you graduate from community college, you get an associate's degree.
Yeah.
And you can walk in the ceremony. Are you planning to do that?
Still hesitating because those news, like there are news about like Chinese students, get like there are like horrible situations.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, as far as graduation goes, it's a pretty controlled event, so you don't need to worry too much. And we hope you'll go, because it's kind of marks the fact that you finished your first couple of years. It's kind of fun.
That's true.
Yeah. And this year graduation is going to be at the UW. Last year it was at the baseball stadium, but this year they're having it at UW.
Yeah, and I saw like they're like sending emails like, do you want to represent Seattle College?
Oh, yes.
To do the like speaking stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna apply next year.
Yeah, that would be very cool. Yeah, you can speak, and they usually do a fairly nice video. So yeah, it's definitely worth looking into. Okay, so tell me, you're computer science? Is that what you said?
Computer engineering.
Computer engineering. That's right. So, have you decided whether or not you're going to take your computer engineering skills and do a year of OPT before you do your junior and senior year, or are you just going to go straight through?
Is that OPT or CPT?
OPT.
OPT. Yeah, I think probably not. Maybe not a year, like half a year OPT.
Oh, sure. You
Yeah,
can do
stuff like
6
that.
months.
Yeah, because if I'm graduating at spring and I'll be able to know if I'm accepted or not in like 3 or 4 months later.
Right.
Yeah, and then if I'm accepted, I have to attend like go UW in the fall quarter, which is like around
Yes.
6 months. So
Yeah.
if like I'm not like going back to China, then I'll probably do like OPT stuff.
Yeah, great. Yeah. You have not been back to China since you got here.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's only like 1 year.
Are you
That's
missing
not-
home?
Sometimes. I would
Sometimes.
say, yeah.
Like, what's one thing you really miss?
Probably like except like definitely parents are first.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and like grandparents, and second is like my classmates because they're
Oh.
like preparing for Gaokao.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Like for like 2 months later,
Yeah.
they're gonna finish it, and yeah, so I really like, because like I should be a part of them, but I'm actually here talking to you, so
But they must. So, do they keep in touch with you? They're like curious about your journey.
like several of them, like only my closest friends are keeping in touch,
Oh, okay.
and others are like very busy.
You don't do like a blog on Xiaohongshu or
Oh, like I use like WeChat or stuff.
WeChat.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
like text them.
yeah,
And
you can do posts on WeChat.
very less because it's like I don't want to show my happy life and they're actually stuck in the classroom.
they're
I don't want them to feel like maybe jealous or sad.
I totally understand.
Mhm.
So, you talked about travel a little bit. Have you had a chance to travel around the West Coast at all, or go back to New York or anything?
West Coast. I've been California for several times.
Yeah.
And when I was like 6 years old, I've been travel all around US.
Oh, okay.
So, although I don't have like deep memories about it, I just know
Sure.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but California, I think I've even been there for like more than a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What did you do there?
So it's like when I was 6, my mom was like a transfer scholar.
Ah.
Yeah, and she just took me there. Also, my dad.
Uh-huh.
And like we got a car. Like my dad just like drive us all around US.
Nice. That's really great. So, what does your mom teach?
Psychology.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Seattle, by the way, University of Washington has a great psychology program. Maybe she's familiar with it. Well, that's really cool. So your classes so far, you've done a year's worth of computer engineering.
Mm-hmm.
What's been your favorite class so far?
Favorite class.
And it doesn't have to be related to engineering.
Yeah.
Like I had a student once tell me that he loved history of rock and roll or some kind of a class like that.
I would say maybe calc.
Calc.
Yeah, it sounds pretty nerd, but
That is not an answer I hear very often.
yeah. So because I have several reasons. Because
Okay.
like the first few quarter I came here, it's like my English is not that good. Actually, it's not good right now, but it's pretty tough for me to do those like to fully understand those English class or any class that is non-STEM major.
Right.
Because they're like sometimes they're talking about like some like music stars or some like if it's related to cultural thing, I don't know.
It's tough, yeah.
And American jokes,
American jokes.
I never got it.
Sure.
They were serious suddenly. I was like, did I say something offensive?
Uh-huh.
They're like, just kidding. Bro, it's not funny.
What?
Yeah.
So just so you know, because I lived in China for 4 years, it's the same thing. It was the same thing for me. Like I would talk to my friends, my Chinese friends, and they'd mention many of the current music or films or whatever. And a lot of time it just went over my head. Except for Neja. I got to see Neja while I was there. Have you seen the second one yet?
Yeah, of course.
How was it?
It's fantastic.
Was it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think it was better than the first one, or?
I think yeah, it's better in general.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
because I feel like how to say there's more like the more characters.
Oh,
I'd say.
okay.
Yeah, and the what is that? The whole story is more like touching. I literally cried.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you see it? Did you see it streaming, or did you actually go to a theater?
Yeah, I go to theater.
You did.
Yes.
Where was it playing in Seattle?
It was like in Capitol Hill or Westlake.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow, look at us showing good Chinese films. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, Neja is a fun. If you haven't seen Neja out there, whoever you are, wherever you are, it's worth checking out. It's pretty fun. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so going back to computer engineering, so you plan to do what with this degree after you get your bachelor's? What do you want to work as?
Yeah, that's also like a good question.
Or maybe you start your own company.
Yeah, that I would love to do that, but like to be honest, like up to now, I don't know what like I really like. So like
Fair
in
enough.
the beginning, I choose computer engineering because it's computer and it's engineering.
Sure.
I can literally do anything. I can transfer to any major. I can do any like OPT stuff.
Right,
because,
right.
Like it's literally like everything. So
Yeah, wide open door.
yeah, so there's definitely pros and cons. Like pros are I just mentioned, and cons are like I just have to literally study all the STEM major course. But since it's fine for me, I think that's like the reason I choose computer engineering because
Cool.
I still have chance to choose in the future. So yeah.
Fair enough. What about housing? You know, when you come here, especially if you're under 18 years of age, it's a little more limiting. What do you do for housing?
Like the first 3 months, actually, like I just find like a roommate in Xiaohongshu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like a UW student, and he's looking for like a roommate, and I just joined him. But like after I heard if you're under 18 or something, you have to find like a guardian stuff.
Yeah, probably.
I don't even know that, but like no one told me. I just like find a random roommate, and then I find a better house in Shoreline. I just moved there, and like nothing happened. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
So you're real close then if you're in Shoreline.
yeah, very close, like
Yeah.
15 minutes bus.
Oh, very nice. And you take the bus every day?
Yep.
And has it been pretty easy to navigate the bus?
Yeah, cause like I literally know the exact time, so I have to go out at like 10 a.m. maybe a 10:15, and then I walk for 10 minutes, and the bus will arrive exactly on 10:25, and I'll take the bus. So it's like pretty accurate.
Pretty reliable. Yeah, the buses are great here, and we also have subways. We have water taxis. We've got Amtrak. Do you ever take the subway, the Link?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think literally like the first months I came here, I took the like Link to every station, and I just
Every station.
Yeah, I just get down and walk randomly and like go back.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
cool. That's actually a really good idea. It's a great way to get to know a town. Interesting.
Although some like stations are kind of scary.
Yeah, they're a little scary. Well, another thing I thought. So when I lived in Chengdu, the subways were super great, easy to get around. And one thing that's different in Chengdu is that they have a wall of glass that separates you from the tracks.
Oh.
And then when the train pulls up, then the doors open on both the train and on the thing. And I think that's a really smart idea because then, people aren't falling out onto the tracks and keeps people off of there.
Yeah.
So because here, there's nothing between you and the tracks, really.
But I think like no one will like just walk through the like Link like rail or something, right? Actually, I think it's a smart way, but in this like in 21st century, no one will do that.
Yeah.
Maybe. So I think maybe that's like too much.
Maybe too much?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. The other thing I liked about riding the subway in China was that when you go down, you have to go through a turnstile where you are either scanning your phone or you're paying, so that
just make sure
only ticket holders are getting on the train. And I think that was really a great idea to keep people that are actually riding the train on there. I thought that was really
yeah, but I like for me, if it's just for like, if like here is definitely more flexible, so
it's definitely more flexible.
Yeah, so maybe like it gave those people who are maybe in an emergency situation or they're really like broke or something, it gives them like a chance.
That's true. Good point.
So pros and cons.
Yeah, pros and cons. what was the other thing I was going to tell you? Well, one big difference, of course, I rode the subway in Shanghai at like 5 p.m. and it was crazy crowded. Like, I couldn't move. There was so many people. Yeah. But here, not so many people, right? It seems.
I think there's like around 6 p.m.
Yeah.
The U District one.
Yeah, it's pretty busy.
Yeah, it's pretty busy.
Okay.
I would say, but like for Shanghai, it's definitely more crowded.
Shanghai's super crowded.
Like our like population.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, before I went to China, I knew how many people live there, and you get an idea of how many people, but you don't really understand what that's like until you're there, and then it's like, oh, this is what it's like to live in a city of 25 million people. It's crazy.
Yes,
a lot of people. Well, cool. So, what do you do for fun when you have downtime?
For fun, I would say, like I play lots of sports.
Yeah.
I play badminton, basketball. I play soccer and ping pong also. I didn't see any like ping pong players here, so just like those 3 type of sports, I just like do it weekly. Yeah, I have like if a group of just like if somebody call me, I'll just go there.
Sure.
Yeah, because I know lots of stuff. It's very flexible for me.
Right.
And I also like to hang with my friends in random places, just like walk and talk and. Yeah, I like random things, actually.
Cool, yeah.
It's like very exciting.
Well, you guys should know where I actually met Roger was for the Lunar New Year celebration. He was on stage with 3 other international students and talking about China and about a lot of different aspects of, like, I think he talked about food, clothing. Yeah, it was super cool. And I was like, oh, I got to reach out to him. That was great. Did they ask you to do that, or did you volunteer? How did you get involved with that?
I just like received email like, would you like to be, like to share your culture stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I was like, well, if I have the ability to do that, I would like to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of random.
And did you get a lot of people afterwards talking to you? Did you?
Actually, no, because
no?
I think like it's not like a very interesting topic when it's related to like very cultural stuff. Like I would say people are more interested in more like about like the people itself, but not like the cultural thing in general, because I feel like actually sometimes I feel very tough to talk about Chinese culture because it's like a very big country, and like every region the people's like personality, or not even personality, like the style are totally different.
For sure.
And when it's related to stereotype stuff,
of course.
yeah, I was like, I was just like that, but maybe like people from maybe a private school, a different province, like different family, they're like totally different. And because, sometimes I'm kind of like classic, although I don't want to say that. It's like, he's like good at math, he's like skinny, he's like he knows how to play those badminton stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, but I don't play piano, so
you don't play piano.
Yeah, I don't play piano. And they're like, you're smart because you're Chinese, stuff like that. I was like, maybe it's just me, stuff like that. So
maybe it's just you.
Yeah,
has nothing to do with it. So when I taught in China, what I realized, because I taught first year university students, and what I discovered, because I hadn't lived there before, is that kids are kids no matter where you are in the world, really. Like a lot of the guys I met, they just worked really hard to pass the Gaokao.
Yes.
So they were tired, and all they wanted to do was play basketball, meet girls, or meet guys if they were girls. They just wanted to relax and have fun, just like any other university student.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing about it was that some students were really great students, some students were horrible students, but most people were somewhere in the middle. If I had a class of 20 people, there were probably 3 students that were amazing. There were maybe 2 or 3 that were really struggling, and the rest were just, right in the middle. So, guys, it doesn't matter if you're Chinese or Korean or from Rwanda. It doesn't matter. Everybody's individual. Yeah, it's really, good point. Well, that's really cool. So you are going to have one more year, then you'll go to the UW. Did you decide on computer engineering because it was something your father does or your mother? Well, they're professors. So how did you decide that that was going to be what you wanted to do? Why not be a doctor or, go into psychology or...
Oh, yeah. That's a good question. Like, I would say, like, I also consider, like the time we're in, like, our generation, we can't live without those, like, high-tech stuff.
Right.
So, and computer engineering, I just mentioned, like, it's flexible because I'm taking the same class with maybe human-centered design engineering, maybe electrical and computer engineering, or like mechanical engineering, stuff like that. It's like the courses are all similar. So I would say, like, after I gain more knowledge and like I actually know what I'm truly interested in,
right.
I still got the chance to choose. So computer engineering is like, for me, it's like maybe it's more like a excuse to study all the course.
I think it's great. Yeah. Yes. But it's really interesting that your parents were professors and then you're into computer engineering.
My dad is not. My dad is.
Oh, what's your dad do?
He's working in chemical field.
Oh, he's in the chemical field.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Does he think about retirement soon, or is he going to be around for a while?
I think he's. I don't know. He doesn't want to retire. Like, for me, I think he still want to, like, continue his, because he has his own business.
Oh.
He still want to, like, maybe make his, like, establish his business stuff aboard, like, US. And yeah, but he's like a very hardworking and a great man. So I would say, like, I don't know much, but I just support him.
Yeah.
That's
awesome. Well, one of the things I discovered when I came back from China is that the food in the United States is very different than what... Have you found any good Chinese restaurants yet that are legit? Like, you're like, oh, these ones are not so good, but this one's really great.
I would say, like, in general, the Chinese food here are, like, oily.
Yeah, it's pretty oily.
And I would say, like, Din Tai Fung, the one in U Village, is
pretty good?
No, like, neutral.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like some of the meal are sweet, but it's pretty well in general.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, and like, it's like a Tran house or something. There's like a restaurant in U Village that serves like Chongqing food. I think. Yeah, it's like spicy. I think.
So they have like Chongqing xiaomian or
stuff like that. Like, it's like pretty spicy in general. So I think that was also pretty neutral. But like, up to now, I didn't find like those like very like amazing Chinese food that are both like normal and not oily and not that sweet.
So we went to a hot pot place in Edmonds that was pretty legit. We took a friend of ours who's from Sichuan, and she was like, "This is really good." It's right on the main drag. It's on Highway 99. So if you ever get up that way, it's right across from Costco. Basically, it's got if you like hot pot, if you like spicy food, and then there's a Asian market on the same drag, but closer to here, and there's a Sichuan restaurant in that complex. It's really good. Not quite exactly what I wanted, but it's pretty darn close. It's good.
But I heard like food in Vancouver are like way much better.
Probably, yeah.
Everyone's saying that.
But I think a lot of the people that immigrated or migrated to Vancouver are like Guangzhou, Laida, Xianggang, Laida. They're from those parts of the world.
I think most of are like Guangzhou, like.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
But I see more and more Sichuan kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
which
actually,
I
was
like.
amazed like why there's like so many. Like it makes like, because Guangzhou is like near the coast, so it actually makes sense. And Hong Kong and like maybe Taiwan, or there's like they're like how do you say, economic, or very like very good, so they have reason to come, and also near coast city. But Sichuan is like I would say, I was like surprised. I would like to like make friends, like, because I just met like one Chinese. I have only one Chinese friend here.
Here?
Yeah, so
we have a lot of Chinese students.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I'll introduce you to a few. Yeah, we have quite a few.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would love to hear this.
Just
story.
connect with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have quite a few at Central, and we have some at South. In this last orientation, there have been a few students from China. So yeah.
That's interesting. I thought there's like literally no Chinese here. I thought.
No, there's quite a few. China, it's not our biggest sender of students, but we do get quite a few. Yeah. But it is a big campus, right? We have over, the 3 campuses, there's like 30 to 40,000 students. There's a lot of students. We have over 1,000 international students. So, yeah, they can kind of get mixed in, and sometimes they're hard to find. Shun could probably tell you who to talk to as well. He's one of the advisors here.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Whoa, do you hear that? That means it's trivia time. Dun, dun, dun. This is the part of the show where we ask you 5 trivia questions. If you get them all right, you get on our wall of fame. If you get any wrong, you'll just cry yourself to sleep tonight. So,
okay.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. The state of Washington is where you are currently living. What is the largest city in the state of Washington?
Olympia?
Ooh, now Olympia is our capital, but it is not the largest.
Oh, really?
Seattle is the largest.
Whoa, I'm in the biggest city?
Yeah, Seattle's the biggest.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, very cool. Now, let's say I am a student from China and I miss home, so I want to go to Chinatown in Seattle. What subway stop would I get off to go to Chinatown?
International District Chinatown.
Yes, that's correct. So if you're here and you're missing home, get on the train and go down there. Have you been down? Yeah.
Although that station was...
It's it's exciting. It's an exciting station.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting people walking around. I feel pretty safe. I mean, they have a lot of security, so I've never had a problem with anybody, but people are interesting for sure.
Looks interesting.
Yeah, it looks interesting. But I think Chinatown itself, like there's the nice, there's the gate there.
Yes.
There's some good, there's some pretty decent restaurants. There's some businesses there. It's kind of fun to check out for sure.
Yes.
A lot of things, the street signs are in Chinese. They have the different street signs, so if you start missing home, you can go down there. Okay, question number 3. In the city of Seattle, we have a baseball team, a professional baseball team. What is the name of our professional baseball team?
Is that like the S stuff?
Yeah.
Ew. Damn.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, tough one.
Now,
but I know the S one. I saw the hat, the T-shirt.
Yes.
Those. Yeah.
It's the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners. Yeah. You should go to a game. Even if you don't know anything about baseball, it's just a fun cultural thing to do. The International Programs Department is hosting a game for the students this quarter. So you can go and you can meet a lot of other international students. So that's really cool. You can sign up for it. They probably have information in the International Programs lobby, but yeah, you should definitely do it.
Try.
Yeah, it's I don't know if you remember Jessie from Myanmar. Yeah, she's that's one of her favorite activities. Yeah. Okay, cool. Not doing too bad. Question number 4. If I want to travel to Canada, what must I do with my I-20 in order to do that?
Well, you have to apply for a Canada visa.
You do have to apply for Canada visa.
And I have to ask Sean to change the I-20 to the like a tourist one.
Yeah.
Tourist stuff.
Nice. That's right. So work with your international advisors. They can help you with that process. So cool. Have you been to Canada yet?
Nope, not yet.
Any plans?
Yeah, probably maybe if I got internship in summer and I finish it and I have free time, I'll go there.
For sure. It's really pretty up there. And summertime's the best time for sure. You got here in the spring, so you've already been through a summer in Seattle.
Yep.
What'd you think of our summer?
Summer is awesome.
Summer is awesome, right? Yeah, winter can get long and dark and rainy, but summer's glorious.
But it's like not that rainy as I expected.
No,
Yeah,
no.
because like before I came here, like everyone's like complaining about the rainy weather. It's like it's gonna be rainy for like 6 months, like no sun, get depressed, stuff like that. But actually no.
Yeah, it's not as bad as they make it sound,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. If you look on a chart, it actually shows that Seattle's somewhere in the middle. If you take all the big U.S. cities, we're not the most rainy, that's for sure. All right, good. All right, last one should be really easy for you. What was the last movie you saw in the theater?
Last movie. It's at Naja or Mufasa?
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I think Naja.
Naja.
Yes.
Yeah. Naja 2. Go check it out. It's really fun. I haven't seen the second one. I've only seen the first one. And when I saw Naja the first time, I was in Chengdu, and I went into the theater. And theaters are a little different in China than they are in the U.S., so it's a different experience. But I was the only one in the theater. So I had the whole theater to myself.
That's crazy.
It was awesome. I went during the day, so I think a lot of people were at work, and it was like a Tuesday or something. So, yeah, it was awesome. Good time to go see a movie. All right, Will, very good. Excellent. Well, we're getting near the end of the program now. Usually we ask, for you to say, maybe 15 seconds worth of your first language, which would be Chinese, of course, Putonghua. Maybe people have never heard it before. I think most people have, but just in case.
Okay, so I would say, 我希望在看这个视频的朋友们，就是不要害怕困难，然后去做自己想做的，因为就是在路上总会有意想不到的一些人会来帮助你，所以你没法计划任何东西，就是没法计划任何具体的东西，所以去做就行，就总会有意想不到的美好的事情会发生在你的生命中。OK。
Haojila, thanks. Good job.
Yes.
And then the very last thing we always ask our international students, because you've been here for a while, you've gone through the process. What is some advice that you would offer to some young person back in your region, whether it's China or another part of Asia, if they were thinking about coming to the U.S. or maybe Seattle colleges, or maybe they don't understand a community college? What would be your advice?
That would be like so much, because like I literally done all of those by myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, in the beginning part, don't think it's a very tough thing. Just like do it first, and then like see what will happen. Because like I know, like even me, like I would like think a lot. Like, what if I fail? Should I go back to my like that school, or should I like have a gap year, or like what if? But now I realize we shouldn't like think about what if we lose. We should only think like, what if I success? What is the next step?
Right.
So that's like a little tip before we came here. And after I came here, I would say like, don't stay in your room. Don't play video game.
Yes.
Yes. Like, and I think this is one of the part that I love community college, maybe more than universities, because it's like a community. So just because it's so small that you can actually find friends who is like very like supportive or very helpful. So don't stay in your room, or don't like just scroll maybe 小红书 and find like
Right.
like Chinese guys or girls.
Sure.
Don't do that. Just be in your classroom, like be open and make like actual friends here in the community, and you'll find like the actual like maybe life in US.
That's really great advice. Really great advice. Couple things before we go. One thing that occurred to me, you were talking about doing your visa stuff all by yourself. Students that are thinking about coming, they have to go through that whole process. They get accepted, then they take their I-20 and they make an appointment at the embassy or consulate. You did that yourself. So what was your experience like? Was it difficult? Did you get it on your first try? How long did it take?
Oh, so it's like, first I applied for Seattle colleges. I got the like acceptance paper.
Okay.
And then I go to Shanghai, and like the only thing I have to ask my parents is about so I have to prove that they can support at least a year of tuition fee.
Right.
So that's like a proof paper. And then yeah, I just took all those documents to Shanghai, and I wait in the line for like 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, it's quite long.
Yeah, quite long. And I just answer several questions by English, and I think as long as like you didn't look that broke, or it's like at least you can speak basic English.
Sure.
And you're young, you have your goal. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and after like, I think they checked my information and they just gave me that, like a blue paper, stuff like that. So that means I was like, I got the visa and I have to give my passport to them.
Oh, so
and
yes.
So that's all pretty fluent.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. You chose to go to Shanghai. You could have gone to other cities, right?
I think Shanghai or Beijing. It's like they only have like those visa places in big cities.
Oh, okay.
I believe. Yeah, and Shanghai is like the nearest.
Right. Yeah. I think you can go to, I don't know if it's Shenzhen or Guangzhou. I think one of those cities.
Yeah, they have it too.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like further.
Yeah, there's a number of, if you're in China, there are a number of, I think Shandong maybe?
Shandong?
Maybe.
I don't know. I just know Shanghai.
Yeah, But if you're in China and you're in a different part of the country, because it is a big country, look around. There may be a different consulate or embassy near you, so you can go to those as well. They did close the one in Chengdu, but I think a number of other cities have it. So, well, that's really cool. It wasn't too hard then. And you had talked a little bit about friends and making friends. Are people, there's a lot of things about China and the United States in the news. And do you get approached by, say, domestic students that are curious? They're like, well, tell me about where you're from. Do they ever ask you questions?
Yeah, kind of. I would say, but I was like, because I think in our generation, there's only a very small group of like students that are actually that into like politics or the like national business stuff.
Right.
So I would say they're more curious about like just you, the person.
Right. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So that's how like you make friends. It's not like because you're from some like special country, so they'll ask you some like questions and you answer. And not like that. It's like show your personality and share that what you are good at. Maybe you have same hobbies and just be open, because I know like lots of, it's not like stereotype, but like lots of Asian people, they're like more like not that outgoing, or because like our cultural stuff is keep humble or
a little reserved.
Yeah, it's not that outgoing, so maybe they'll avoid eye contact, maybe they'll like avoid troubles, because if you're speaking in another language with someone who you don't know, that means you're like exploring maybe not that safe space. So that means maybe risks, and we don't like risk.
Yeah,
so
of course.
That might be the main reason who we don't like to talk to others. But so I would say just believe that community, it's like a safe community.
Yeah.
And if you're open, you're like, you always got the chance to make like friends.
Right.
So, yeah.
So I had a guest on my show. He was actually a domestic student, and his message to international students was, hey, we want to get to know you guys. We want to talk. We want to introduce ourselves and learn about your countries and your culture. So don't feel too shy. Because Americans might be a little shy themselves. So, yeah, I love that you got on stage and talked about your culture. I mean, that's a great way to break down barriers, make yourself more accessible. And I think in this day and age, it's really important, the more we talk to each other, the more we get to know each other, it gets to be a better place, in my opinion. So, yeah, I appreciate you doing that. That was really awesome. Well, guys, we have come to the end. Thanks so much for coming on the show. It's nice to, this is most we've talked since I saw you on the stage, so it was great to get to know you. You guys can come here every Wednesday to get to know students like Roger or from other countries, get to know about the process of being an international student, either here in Seattle or some other part of the country. We're just happy you're here every Wednesday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good week. Good luck this quarter. Bye-bye. Conversations With is painstakingly crafted for you by the Seattle College's International Programs Department and supported by the lovely folks here on our campus. This show is produced and edited by me, Evan Franulovich. We welcome your emails and questions about coming to Seattle Colleges. Please reach out to us via our website or just give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, as this helps others discover the show. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube at Seattle Colleges INTL. That's Seattle Colleges INTL. And be sure to check out all of the shows here on Conversations With. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.